Okay, so my countdown to Jigsaw continues, and now I'm on to Saw 3. So, with that being said, there's going to be spoilers mentioned in this review. So, if you have not seen Saw 3, I assume you did see Saw 3. But in case you didn't, there's going to be spoilers mentioned in this review. So, that is your last reminder. Okay, so I warned you. So, here we go. So, man. So we pick up right from where Saw 2 ended, where we're back into that bathroom of Eric Matthews, and he's trying to, and then he's looking for a way to get out of there. Like where he sees that his gun is empty, like his clip is empty, and he sees the saw that was left there, and then we see I forgot to mention this in my review for Saw 2, but we did see that Adam did not make it. You see that he did die. He was supposedly left in there to rot. And then when Eric sees the saw, and you're thinking, okay, he's gonna cut his foot off. And I'm getting ready for it again. I'm like, oh no, here we go with this shit again. And then he doesn't do it, but he grabs the toilet lid, and then he bangs his foot, bangs it repeatedly, like no matter how many times I watch this movie, my foot twitches every single time, like with Dr. Gordon when he cut his foot off. Like, I don't even know if this is worse than that. I don't know, it's up for debate, but it might be just as bad. Oh my gosh. Ugh. Just reliving that, no matter how many times I watch this fucking movie, that scene still gets me. And then he breaks his foot, and then he gets it out of the chain. Like, oh my gosh. Okay, gotta get myself back together here. Oh man. So basically, Jigsaw does not have a lot of time left now, and then Amanda has to capture one of the best surgeons to basically keep him alive through a certain amount of time for the next person that he's gonna be testing in this movie. So basically, the surgeon is linked to his life. So if he were to die, then she dies, and so the object of the game, or like the goal here, is to keep him alive until the person who's being tested makes it all the way through, through all of his tests, and if that happens, then she is free to go. That's all she has to do. And then like when I rewatched it, I did like it when I first watched this movie, but watching it again, I have a much greater appreciation for it, because like we're focusing on the guy, like the one who's being tested, and his name is Jeff, and he is a grieving father. He lost his son in a terrible like car accident, like where somebody hit him like by mistake, and also and he does have a daughter too, but he's really not really paying attention to her. He's too busy trying to avenge his son's death. And Jigsaw gets everybody who's basically responsible for that day. He puts them all there, and then he gives them a chance to confront his demons and get closer to the blessings that he still has. And when he does see each individual that he blames, immediately he that triggers his rage, and then his first thing to do is to just want to leave them to die. And then when he snaps out of it, and then he decides to to save them, it's too late. But when it gets to the judge who didn't have his son's killer put away, he's the only person that he did save. but he almost didn't save him, and he had to burn his son's possessions in order to do that. And watching that again, I mean, like, man. And while all this is happening, you get to see more of how Amanda, started working with Jigsaw, and and then you see that this time around she's really psychotic. I mean, like, to um, where she's not exactly doing what Jigsaw approves of. I mean, like when she puts people in traps and stuff, she makes sure. I mean, like, she basically kills them, like, to where there's no way out. Even if you get out of the trap, you're still dead. I mean, that's how she's been treating, a few random people who were being tested, like in the earlier on in the movie, along with the detective Carrie, and and they just killed her off like that in 2 seconds, and I'm like, why? And I was really bummed when they killed her. Like, what the fuck? And and then you do see that, and then we get to see how Adam really did die. He didn't die from rotting in the bathroom. I mean, Amanda went back in that bathroom, and she killed him. She suffocated him, and that's how he's gone. And and also, like while we're back to where Jeff is, gotten to the man who killed his son, and of course his first instinct is just to let him die in that trap. And then he decides at the last second that he's going to try to save him, and then he gets the judge killed by getting the key, where he gets a hold of the key, and then the shotgun goes off, and then boom, shoots the judge in the head, and then, or in the throat, whatever, or in the head. And then he tries to save his son's killer, but he's too late. Like, all those people that he blamed, they all died. He didn't say. I mean, he didn't come out of there with one person. And then, now that he's gotten out of all of those tests, now it gets to where you find out that the surgeon is his wife, and Amanda kills her. And then Jeff kills Amanda, and it's like, okay, what's going on? And then I don't know why. I mean, Jeff's is just, I don't know what his problem is. I mean, he should have listened to Jigsaw while he's saying, okay, make our choice. And he should have listened to what Jigsaw was trying to tell him. And still, he still killed him. I mean, Jeff still killed Jigsaw. He picked up a saw and ran it across his throat, and then he just got his wife killed. Way to go, Jeff. Way to go, buddy. And then you find out, like, when he plays the tape, you find out that Jigsaw has his daughter, and she doesn't have much time to live, and he has to go through another test if he wants to, get her out of there alive. And then that's how the movie ends. I'm like, okay, so is this it? Are there not going to be any more Saw movies? Because you killed off Amanda and you killed off Jigsaw right after that too. So does this mean that there is no more movies? If that's so, that would suck, because I want to see if Jeff, gets to his daughter in time. But clearly, after rewatching it again, I'm like, yeah, they weren't planning on stopping there. When you see the little hints there, like of him with the tape that he was doing, and he sort of put it in wax or whatever, or whatever that was, and I'm like, yeah, that is a clear sign that there's gonna be another sequel. And then there was, obviously. So, I mean, this was still a good sequel. I don't know. I don't think it was as good as the other two, but it was still really good. It was still really good for what it was. So with that all being said, I would say this gets. I would say this gets 4 chair spins out of 5. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4 epic chair spins. So yeah, now I'll be on to Saw 4 as we continue my countdown to Jigsaw. So if you guys enjoyed my review for Saw 3, make sure you thumb up the video, quick subscribe if you're a newbie to the channel. Thank you for watching, and feel free to tell me which Saw movie is your favorite out of these 3. I'll be getting to the rest of the movies like in another day. So I'm gonna stop here for right now. So yeah, until then, I will see you guys in my review for Saw 4. So until then, peace out, y'all.